This is the Mourning Muse for the 29th of Elul. This is a really special day in the Hebrew, in the Jewish calendar. This is the day before Rosh Hashanah. We've just had the month of Elul, the month of repentance, where you could find the king in the field. And then this is the transition day to the month of Tishri. We sound the shofar for the month of Elul, and then again we sound the shofar on Rosh Hashanah, on 1st of Tishri, but on the 29th of Elul, we don't sound the shofar. Today there's no shofar blown. Why is this? One would think that one would build up in one's practice, especially of the shofar, and that an important day, if you're doing it the whole month of Elul, it would certainly be important on the last day of Elul, but you don't. Comes from the saying, Ben Shene, Ben Kol Shene Yesh Ayin. Between all two things, there is ayin. There's the ayin, the ain, the nothingness, the gap. Always remember that my perspective is on two-ness and the gap between two-ness. The way we enter into the ayin is through two-ness, the two sides of the Yam Suf. And the Israelites walk between. The between is always higher than the two sides. And today, the day of not blowing the shofar, is the day of the ayin, of the highest level, higher than the two sides. This is echoed in the Rosh Tivo of Rosh Hashanah itself, as I explicated yesterday. The gematria of Rosh Hashanah is 861, which is the Rosh Tivo of Ein Saf, written as Aleph Samech, and then quotation marks, final pay, that's Aleph 1, Samech 60, final pay 800, 860, that's Ein Saf. So Rosh Hashanah is Ein Saf. And we have an entrance into that today, between the 2 months. There's an opening to that, to the aim. Rosh Hashanah is a special holiday. It's a special holiday because it's a two-day holiday. 2-day. Why would we have a 2-day here? We don't have it on Yom Kippurim. 2-day. One of the arguments, the Maklokas, is it one long day? What they call a Yoma Arichta? Or is it a Shene Yamim B'Kedusha Echad? Is it 2 days in one Kedusha? I like to think of it as that. 2 days in one Kedusha, because I'm somebody that thinks in two-ness. Everything is two. So, we see when everything is two, there's a gap between the two that makes a potentiality for a higher level within that gap, which I just expressed in the gap between Elul and Tishri, with the no shofar on the last day of Elul. And now we have this same thing in Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah is 2 days. The first day is Leah. It's the first hay of the Tetragrammaton. And the second day is Rachel, the last hay of the Tetragrammaton. The first hay is the hard din, and the second hay is the softer din. The first hay is in Bina, and the second hay is in Malkus. So I almost said second day. Yes, the second day, the second hay is in Malkus. Surprising, these are 2 women aspects. Because all Rosh Hashanah, or all Rosh Chodesh, is the feminine aspect. Or Rosh Hashanim are in the feminine aspect. This is the only Rosh Hashanah with 2 days. But these 2 days are in one Kedusha Echad, because all feminine are equal. The higher and the lower feminine. Bina as Olam Hazeh. Excuse me. Bina as Olam Haba, and Malkus is Olam Hazeh. Still one Kedusha Echad. All feminine are the same. They're split. It's like women are split into 2. They are their own object. All hays are split into 2. The masculine actually occurs between these 2, but this is a whole other story. This masculine comes in as the gap, as the iron. So I lean towards it not being one long day, but there's a split as 2 days, but in one Kedusha. And this permeates throughout the exegesis of the Torah and how one understands this Rosh Hashanah would therefore dictate how he views Judaism in general. That's the morning muse for today, 29th of Elul, the day before Rosh Hashanah, a miraculous day where the ayin is revealed, the nothingness is revealed between the two fabulous yeshes of Elul and Tishri, and it's revealed by the lack of the shofar